with the cow, and with the goat, and what's that? Pig, yeah. And what's that?
Chicken.
Chicken. Oh, that lady's got her finger in her mouth and she's saying, wonder what we're going to do now. Oh, what's that chicken got in his mouth? What is it? It's a worm. It's a worm. And look at that piggy's curly tail. Did you know piggies have curly tails? Every little piggy has a curly tail. Wow, look, there's a cow and a goat and a sheep. Brilliant. A little old lady lived all by herself with a table and chairs and a jug on the shelf. A wise old man heard her grumble and grouse. There's not enough room in my house. Wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze. Look, take in your hen, said the wise old man. Take in my hen, what a curious plan. Well, the hen laid an egg on the fireside rug and flapped round the room, knocking over the jug. Oh, look, he's knocked the jug over. Naughty hen. The little old lady cried, what shall I do? It was pokey for one, and it's tiny for two. My nose has a tickle, and there's no room to sneeze. My house is a squash and a squeeze. And she said, wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze. Taking your goat, said the wise old man. Taking my goat? What a curious plan. Well, the goat chewed the curtains and trod on the egg, and then sat down to nibble the table leg. Can you see him nibbling on the table leg? What a rascal that goat is. Wonder what his name is. The old lady cried, glory be. It was tiny for two and it's titchy for three. The hen pecks the goat and the goat's got fleas. My house is a squash and a squeeze. And she said, wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze. Take in your pig, said the wise old man. Take in my pig, what a curious plan. So she took in her pig, who kept chasing the hen and raiding the larder again and again. The little old lady cried, stop, I implore. It was titchy for three and it's tea for four. Even the pig in the larder agrees. My house is a squash and a squeeze. And she said, wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze. Take in your cow, said the wise old man. Take in my cow, what a curious plan. Well, the cow took one look and charged straight at the pig, then jumped on the table and tapped out a jig. Well, he's a funny one, isn't he? The old lady cried, heavens alive, it was teeny for four and it's weeny for five. I'm tearing my hair out, I'm down on my knees. My house is a squash and a squeeze. And she said, wise old man, won't you help me, please? My house is a squash and a squeeze. Take them all out, said the wise old man. But then I'll be back where I first began. So she opened the window and out flew the hen. That's better. At last I can sneeze again. She shooed out the goat and she shoved at the pig. My house is beginning to feel pretty big. She huffed and she puffed and she pushed out the
You
cloud.
don't know, I suppose you plan it.
Just look at my house, it's enormous.
Oh, how long plans take?
Thank
it's
you,
eight
old man,
weeks
for the work you have done. It was weenie
for them to make a
5
decision,
and it's gigantic
but,
for 1. There's no
so
need
in
to grumble,
theory,
and there's no need to grouse.
as soon as they make a decision, then we'll need to
There's
find a house to
plenty of
move
room
into,
in my house.
and then they'll start the
That
work.
was a brilliant story, wasn't it, Emily?
You got build